So if you're on a Chromebook like we are now, there are a couple of different keystrokes that you can use to take a screenshot of anything that you have on the desktop of your Chromebook. The first one, if you take a look at this top option, if you use the Control key and the Windows switcher button, this Windows switcher button, if you push it all by itself, will open the different windows that you have in your Chromebook open at any given time. But pair it with the Control key and it takes a picture of your entire desktop. So this is what that will look like on your keyboard. If you hit the Control key and the Windows switcher key at the top, you will take a screenshot of your entire desktop. So I'm going to hold down that Control key and hit my Windows switcher button, and you're going to notice that I get a message that pops up in the bottom right hand corner that says, we have taken a screenshot. You can click here to view it. You can copy it to your clipboard. So if you copy it to the clipboard, it will be available to paste in another application. If you click to view, what you're going to see is that your files will open. So this is kind of the back end of your Chromebook where you have access to all your Google Drive files, and you have a downloads section of the Chromebook. So the screenshot will save right here. It will be the top thing in your downloads folder. It's always going to be called screenshot, and then it will have the timestamp of when you took the screenshot. If you want to, you can right click on that and rename it and give it a different name so that you'll know what it is the next time you open up all your downloads. Remember that for students, we are no longer saving any of the data to the Chromebook. So if they are saving something that they've taken a screenshot of, they will want to move that over to their Google Drive. Because their downloads will not save on the Chromebook like yours do as a teacher. So they can just drag it to their Google Drive and put it in a folder somewhere if they would like to. And all their folders will open if they hover over Google Drive, and they can put it where they want it. So they can make a new folder if they'd like for just images and things that they take pictures of. So that's where you will find it. Now, if, for example, I view it in the folder, but I come back later and I'm like, oh my gosh, where did my message go so that I can see my screenshot? You will be able to come over here to your Start menu button and then find all apps in your list of the available apps that you have in this front page, and find this icon for all your files. It might be on page 1, it might be on page 2 as you scroll through all your apps, but you're going to look for this little blue circle with the file folder in it, and when you click on that, it brings you back to your list of all the files that you have on your Chromebook. So don't worry about losing that little message. I don't know where things went. It's always going to either be in your downloads or wherever you saved it in your drive. Now remember, on the Chromebook, you only see your drive and the downloads. Unless you put a flash drive in, you can add a flash drive into the Chromebook and be able to access those external files. And that will show up over here too if you put your flash drive into the side of the Chromebook in a USB port. Okay, so that's where you find all your files. Now the second option for taking a screenshot, just a partial screenshot, part of the page, is to use the Control key again and the Windows switcher, but then you add the Shift key. So it's Control Shift Windows switcher, and this is what that looks like on your keyboard. So you hold down these two buttons and then push the Windows switcher key. So we're going to do that now. Hold the Control key, push the Shift key, and then hit the Windows switcher. Notice that the screen grays out, and I get some crosshairs now when I'm navigating around the screen. So now I can choose what to take my screenshot of. So I can highlight this, and then once I've chosen, I get my menu or my message again that says screenshot's been taken, click to view it, or copy it to the clipboard, and I can copy it and paste it in another application, or again, click to view the screenshot and rename it and move it into my drive and things like that. Okay, so that's another option when you're on a Chromebook, ways that you can take a screenshot using the tools that are available on that device. Now, there are some extensions that you can use that sit up here in the top right-hand corner of your screen when you have all your extensions up here, these little utilities that work for you. If you go to the Chrome Web Store and you just type in screenshot, these are some of the things that you'll get, extensions that you can add that will work on your desktop when you have Chrome open and on the Chromebook. Awesome Screenshot is a great tool. Nimbus is one that I use quite a bit. Clipular, I also have that as an extension. The full page screen capture, Light Shot, open screenshot. There are many tools to use. You need to find one that works best for you. But then those tools sit up here in your extensions list. And then if you wanted to use, this is Nimbus, I get all my capture options. So if I wanted to use Nimbus, I would just click on that utility up in the top. I use selected area more than anything because that lets me do kind of like that Control Shift window switcher button. It gives me my crosshairs, and then it lets me choose the thing on the page that I want to take my screenshot of. And then I get these options. I can edit it right here, try again. I can say yes, save it. I can exit out. And so I can kind of see what it is on my little Nimbus. And here's what it is. Oh, and I've got all my little extensions thing here. And so it'll show me what the screenshot looks like, and then I can kind of have some other options when I click on that little N next to the image. So this is a great tool. I like this one. I use it a lot. So there are other options on your Chromebook and to use with your desktop, because I use that on my desktop all the time. So just keep those options in mind. So there are other tools that you can add as extensions to use. So just some options for you on being able to screenshot or screen capture whole desktops or parts of desktops, pictures that you want, things that you want to cut out and add to other applications or projects that you're working on. I have a couple of announcements before we are done with the tech tip for the week or for the month. Don't forget the TCCA conference in Aldine is October 22nd. This is a great conference. I highly recommend this conference. There are always some great speakers and presenters here. It's free. It is on a Saturday. If you do a search for TCCA 2016, you'll find the homepage, you'll find the register button. And I strongly recommend that if you're available and you can make it, this is a great conference. I don't want anybody to miss out on this opportunity. On October 20th, we are having our first Tomball Instructional Technology webinar. It's going to be on online testing in Eduphoria Aware. We've been using the Smart Connector for Eduphoria Aware and the Smart Response VE with student devices or Chromebooks, or the clicker sets that we have to get that data from our benchmarks and our CBAs into Aware. We also have an option, online testing, directly from the Aware application. So we want to show this to you and just cut out the middleman, cut out Smart altogether, and show you how you can use student devices and Chromebooks and just Eduphoria Aware itself and get that information into Aware using the online testing section of Eduphoria. So don't miss that. I want to see as many people there as possible. It's going to be a great webinar. And if you're even slightly interested in taking away those clickers and getting rid of those and getting that information still into Aware, this is the webinar for you. We will send out the recording if you miss it, so be sure to check that out. But we'll send that out probably the week after. But we'd love to see as many people as possible. October 20th, 4:15 to 5 o'clock, right from your own computer or sitting on your couch at home. So join us, please. Those are the tech tips for October. Thanks for your time, and we will see you in November.